Well, this is easy.
Takes a second. Go ahead. We'll start off with Ansar Khan with M Live.
Yeah, hi, Phil.
Hey.
What's just talking about your line mates so far in camp? You had been playing with Gagne and Namestnikov. Now you know Vladislav obviously from Tampa Bay. I mean, it didn't look like you were playing that much with him today, but you had the previous days. I mean, how much does that help? Just the familiarity, having played with him.
Yeah, it helps. It's always a good thing when you know the guy and played a little bit with him before. Obviously, we have a little bit of time at camp now as well, which is huge because we haven't played in a long time. So all the time together on the ice, that's a big help for sure. But they're good players. Both are really good players. A lot of skill. They skate well. So I'm excited about that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Next question from Max Boltman with The Athletic.
Hey, Valtteri, as you went into this last offseason, what were the areas that you felt like really needed to improve both for the team and then for you as an individual?
I mean, last year definitely wasn't both individual and obviously as a team, we it didn't go how we wanted to. Obviously, this offseason we had a lot of time, with good time to get good rest, a lot of time to work out. Obviously, the main thing always off season is trying to get it through with no injuries and getting to the camp that the body feels good. And obviously, we had a lot of time now, so there wasn't really one thing. It was trying to do more than others, just trying to get into really good shape and be ready when we start. And I feel like body feels good, mentally feel ready. Obviously, had all the rest, so that part for everybody I think should be good. I think obviously we let in way too many goals last year, so our main focus has to be to play better defensively. And I think when you play better defensively, you're going to create some offensive chances as well. And I think that's been our focus.
And then what have your impressions been so far of some of the new guys that are joining the fold here this year, and John, Troy? You mentioned Vladislav, obviously.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, a lot of guys have played a lot of hockey, played a lot of games, so it's good to have a lot of experience too. And Kreiser and Ned, it's going to be great additions as well. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always tough to say when you get together. You have a pretty short camp, so it's hard to say too much. But I'm excited to see how we get when we get started.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question from Larry Lage with the Associated Press.
Hey Val, good to see you again, kind of here in the virtual world. Couple pandemic hockey questions. This Central Division looks pretty stacked. I guess just your thoughts on the division. And second question about the taxi squad. I guess if you could think back to when you were a guy that was on the bubble, would you want to be on the taxi squad and barely play, or would you rather be in the A and play a lot?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a tough division. When you look around the league, how even the league is and how many really good teams and how the difference between playoff team and not playoff team is really small. So I think looking at other divisions, well, I don't think there's really an easy division anywhere. So you just got to mainly be focused on your own team and trying to win some games and earn a playoff spot. And what was the second question again?
About the taxi squad. Like if you could even, put your, you spent a full year in the A, obviously, and played overseas before you came here. If you were one of those guys, would you rather be on the taxi squad, barely playing, but practicing and being in the bubble, or would you rather be playing every night?
Well, personally, when I came over, obviously you always want to be with the main club. That's your goal. But if that didn't happen, I felt fortunate of getting sent down and playing a lot, getting a lot of ice time, playing different situations. Just for me, getting used to playing so many games and all the travel, I think for me it was a huge advantage. But then again, I think everybody's I think it depends a little bit how older you are and kind of. But I think for everybody, it's good to play games and not just practice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Ted Colfin with the Detroit News. Ted, Can you hear us? You might be muted. All right, I will go along to Helene St. James for the Detroit Free Press.
Oh, hi. I got Parks in the back. It feels good to see you. Hey, for a veteran like yourself, and you just going back to last season, how difficult was that for you mentally? I mean, you've never been anything close to anything like that before, I would think, in your career.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. Obviously, you wanna always do well and have a chance to make playoffs. And fairly early on, we were kind of out of the playoffs, and it's hard. It's hard for everybody. To be honest, I don't know if it matters that been around for a while or if you're new. It's hard, and obviously personally as well, I wasn't happy how I was playing. So that's everything weighs on you. But at the same time, it's part of the sport. It's not always going your way, and you just have to try to make next day better. And I think obviously now we've had a long off season and time to rest, time to get in shape again, and excited for this year.
It was such a short training camp. I mean, is it going to be those first couple of weeks of the season? Is our team going to have difficult times getting their timing down and whatnot? I mean, what's the level of play going to be like, you think, the first week or two?
Yeah, I mean, you can have long training camps, and if you don't play exhibition, it's gonna be probably a little while. Good thing is it's the same for every team. Obviously, for us, we haven't played in a long time, so I think so far we've had a good camp. We're gonna have a couple more scrimmages, I think, and that's what we need, hopefully, and we'll be as ready as we can. But obviously, you always need those actual games, and just hopefully get a good start and get some momentum that way.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.
And last question is from Helene St. James of the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, Valtteri, you planning to shoot the puck a little more this year?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a chance to shoot it, yeah, then I'm going to shoot it as well.
More seriously, kind of what's the sense amongst players on the ice in the locker room? I mean, just how badly things went last season. Is there kind of a sense of, we can prove we're better than that, and with the new guys especially coming in?
For sure. I mean, I don't think anybody was happy how last season went, and we've had a long time to think about it. I think everybody seems really excited to get back playing. Looks like everybody's in great shape. Obviously, we've had a long time, so everybody should be in good shape, and I think guys look really good. We've been working on systems a lot now, and obviously it's tough when you don't have exhibition, but I think that's going to be the same for every team, and I think we're going to be as ready as we can going into the season, and excited to see how things start.
What do you think the schedule is going to be like? I mean, you see 7 opponents and, little mini series every single time. That's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen in the regular season.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of like you play same team a couple of times, and obviously then you play a different team, but you see teams back to back more, and the main thing is it's a lot of hockey. I mean, basically every other day we play, so it's when it starts, I feel like it's gonna go fairly quick. You just gotta be ready every night and take care of your recovery, and hopefully you get a little bit of luck with injuries too, that you don't get too many of those.
Players like that though, right? You'd much rather play than practice, and if you get on a winning streak, you have a chance to keep it going much more quickly, and if you lose a game, you play the next night, chance to erase it, right? I mean, this is, for a player, probably something you guys like.
For sure, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. It's nice to play. Obviously, sometimes you hope maybe you need a little bit of rest. A lot of times you have some weeks that you have to get a little bit more rest, but at the same time, the schedule is the same for everybody, so everybody's getting the same amount of rest. So I think, like you said, it's more fun to play than it is practice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back in a few minutes with our next player.